is where they hang their hat. Lincoln Memorial University. Your career path is here.
Whether traveling for business or pleasure, Sleep Inn and Suites of Middlesboro, Kentucky invites you to dream better here. Located at the foothills of the Cumberland Gap, Sleep Inn and Suites offers luxurious rooms equipped with microwave fridge combo, desk, ergonomic chair, wireless internet, and 32-inch flat-screen TV. While staying with us, visit our fitness center, wake up to our complimentary hot breakfast bar, or have a bedtime snack with our fresh-baked cookies. Sleep Inn and Suites, located off Highway 25E, Middlesboro. No matter whether it's breakfast, lunch, or dinner, Subway of Harrogate and Middlesboro has your fresh interests at heart. On your way to work, try one of our mouth-watering breakfast sandwich or flatbread omelets. If it's lunch or dinner time, choose from our wide selection of classic, select, or premium sandwiches, all made to your order. If you're serving a crowd, Subway has sandwich platters, giant subs, box lunches, and even cookie platters. Whether it's dine in or carry out, you can eat healthy and eat fresh at Subway. Subway, 362 Catawba Avenue in Harrogate and on the corner of the Village Square Mall, Middlesboro.
Welcome back out to the LMU Soccer Complex. Still got about, call it just a little less than 17 minutes before we go with men's action. Let's take a look around the rest of the South Atlantic Conference and other sports, as well as around Lincoln Memorial University athletics. We'll start there with LMU athletics. They're over in the third set over at the Mary Mars Gymnasium. Coker and the Lady Rail Splitters had an absolutely epic first set. If you're not familiar with the game of volleyball, they go to 25 points, but you have to win by 2. LMU takes set 1 31-29, and it looks like the Lady Rail Splitters have then since rolled off and really started flexing their muscle a little bit. They won set 2 25-13. They are now in set number 3, but they've just started. Coker leads that one 2-1. Elsewhere in women's soccer today, it was Anderson taking on Tusculum over in Anderson, South Carolina. This game was scoreless at halftime. We talked about that at a halftime of our ladies' rail splitter contest. However, the second half was an explosion of goals as Tusculum rolls off a 4-1 victory over Anderson in women's soccer play. With the victory, it was Tusculum improving to 3-1 on the season, and it was Anderson falling to 2-1 on the season. Trying to look over the South Atlantic Conference scoreboard. That's the only real games going on right now, at least in women's soccer. There is a South Atlantic Conference football game going on. Carson Newman has opened it up against Mars Hill. This one's over in Jefferson City. Carson Newman leads the Lions of Mars Hill 42-14. Again, that's a college football, Division II football game. And women's volleyball, it is Brevard that is leading Mars Hill. And women, as we said, women's volleyball was 25-17. Right now it's 9-5 in set number 2. And looks like you look on down the scoreboard, there is no other games. There's some games in progress. Newberry and Queens are playing in women's soccer right now. Lenore, Ryan, and Tusculum. Anderson and Queens are playing in volleyball. And Tusculum and Catawba are playing in football. But we do not have any results from that. Again, we're still kind of getting ready for men's soccer action here. We'll get ready for the part 2 of our doubleheader this afternoon, South Atlantic Conference action, as the Rail Splitters of Lincoln Memorial University get ready to host the Brevard College Tornadoes. What we're going to do is we're going to take one more timeout. When we come back, we'll start the pregame coverage and break down this one before we get to talk to head coach Helly O'Dana. That's as we return here on the LMU Sports Network.
The tri-state area's best kept secret when it comes to piping hot fast food is World of Wings.
Wow!
Located in the LMU Campus Center, World of Wings has everything from starters such as mozzarella sticks, cheese fries, fried mushrooms, fried pickles, and a variety of salads. Try one of our quesadillas, an order of our tasty hot wings, mouth-watering chicken tenders, or one of a variety of wraps, burgers, or chicken sandwiches. Treat your taste buds to World of Wings.
Wow!
World of Wings open daily and located in the Lincoln Memorial University Campus Center, Harrogate. No matter whether it's breakfast, lunch, or dinner, Subway of Harrogate and Middlesboro has your fresh interests at heart. On your way to work, try one of our mouth-watering breakfast sandwich or flatbread omelets. If it's lunch or dinner time, choose from our wide selection of classic, select, or premium sandwiches, all made to your order. If you're serving a crowd, Subway has sandwich platters, giant subs, box lunches, and even cookie platters. Whether it's dine-in or carry-out, you can eat healthy and eat fresh at Subway. Subway, 362 Catawba Avenue in Harrogate, and on the corner of the Village Square Mall, Middlesboro.
It's the Old Town Grill.
The Old Town Grill is a special place where you bring more than family, more than friends. Bring a hearty appetite, because at the Old Town Grill, you'll never walk away hungry. A delicious change from the ordinary. The perfect place to bring the entire family. The best food and plenty of it. Join the fun and treat your appetite to something special.
It's the OTG.
The OTG is the place to be.
Whether traveling for business or pleasure, Sleep Inn and Suites of Middlesboro, Kentucky invites you to dream better here. Located at the foothills of the Cumberland Gap, Sleep Inn and Suites offers luxurious rooms equipped with microwave fridge combo, desk, ergonomic chair, wireless internet, and 32-inch flat-screen TV. While staying with us, visit our fitness center, wake up to our complimentary hot breakfast bar, or have a bedtime snack with our fresh-baked cookies. Sleep Inn and Suites, located off Highway 25E, Middlesboro.
Welcome back out to the LMU Soccer Complex as we get ready for men's action here between the Rail Splitters of Lincoln Memorial University and the Brevard Tornado. The Rail Splitters coming into this afternoon's contest really on a little bit of a struggle. We talked about the Lady Rail Splitters now having won 5 in a row. The Rail Splitters at one point were ranked 20th in the nation. Since then, they have went 0-3-1, including 3 consecutive losses. They look to break that streak here. On Wednesday, here at home, they lost to Lees McRae out of non-conference, but in a regional contest, 1-0. Their last conference matchup was against Lenore Ryan here last Saturday. They lost that one 2-1. But they still come into today's contest with a 4-3-1 record. They're 1-2-1 in the South Atlantic Conference. For Brevard, they're coming into today's contest off a victory Wednesday when they beat Newberry at home 1-0. However, their record is 3-6-1. That one victory was huge for them, as Newberry is one of the top teams in the conference. Matter of fact, I believe that was Newberry's first loss in conference action this season. Before that victory over the Wolves, they had lost 4 in a row and had not won in the past 7. You're looking at losses to Emmanuel of 4-1. They lost to Carson Newman at home 2-0. Lost at Winthrop 5-0. At Queens 5-0. They tied UNC Pembroke at 3-3. Lost at Lenore Ryan 2-1, and at Erskine at 2-1 before and of course they started off the season 2-0 against North Greenville and Belmont Abbey. The key thing here is this is a team in Brevard that apparently is now trying to find a winning streak. Again, 1-0 against a good Newberry team today. They're on the road for the first time since September the 21st. This will be the first of a back-to-back road swing for the Tornadoes. They're at Tusculum on Wednesday, so they would love nothing more than to take down Lincoln Memorial here at the LMU Soccer Complex and really pick up that other victory that not only would put them in a tie with LMU, but again, give them a winning streak going to Tusculum and would give them some confidence going into the last month of the season before they start working their way up to the South Atlantic Conference standings. Speaking of those standings, Wingate and LR and Mars Hill all tied at the top at 3-1. There you see Newberry and Carson Newman at the 4 spot at 2-1-1. Anderson, Coker, Queens are all at 2-2. Then you find Lincoln Memorial tied with Tusculum at 1-2-1. Brevard's at 1-3, and Catawba's at the bottom of the South Atlantic Conference at 0-4 in conference play. They're 2-6 overall. Got a lot of different things we're going to keep an eye on. This overall series, LMU leads at 7-2, including the last 5. Last time Brevard beat LMU was back in 2008 in a game that went to overtime. Again, a lot of things to look at. We still got a lot of time to go here inside of the pregame. What we're going to do, We're going to take another commercial break, but when we come back from that, Rusty P sat down with head coach Helio Downey yesterday, and you're going to see that conversation between Rusty and Coach L right after this as we continue on with pregame between Brevard and LMU here on the LMU Sports Network.
At Citizens Bank, we're different from everyone else. We've proudly served business communities of Northeast Tennessee since 1912 and have security you can count on. We offer the convenience of internet banking, excellent loan services on various types of loans, cash management, and small business banking at all of our convenient locations in Harrogate, Tazewell, New Tazewell, Bean Station, and Morristown. Visit our website to find out more at citizensbanktn.com. Citizens Bank, no more banking as usual.
Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
When you're traveling throughout the tri-states, stay smart at Holiday Inn Express of Middlesboro. With nearly 60 rooms to choose from, fitness center, full complimentary hot breakfast bar, and seasonal pool, Holiday Inn Express of Middlesboro is all about catering to your travel needs. Our rooms are all equipped with flat-screen TV, refrigerator, microwave, and we're conveniently located just seconds from the area's attractions. When you're on the road, stay smart at Holiday Inn Express, located on the Cumberland Gap Parkway, Middlesboro. Make reservations today by calling 606-248-6860.
The Rail Splitters return to the pitch today as they are in search of their first victory since opening the year with a 4-0 record. The Rail Splitters have had a tough last week and a half to 2 weeks as it started with a tie with Newberry. Their most recent loss this past week to non-conference regional opponent Lees McRae puts the Rail Splitters at 4-3-1 on the year. And Coach, it's been a tough stretch, but this is a resilient team, and I know that they are very eager to get back into the win column.
Yeah, I think that we said this a couple of times. If they were not creating opportunities to score, if they were not working hard, if they were not finishing the game and collapsing on the ground, I'd be concerned, you know. But of course, I'm concerned that we're not winning. But they're out shooting, out possessing, out creating chances to score every time, 3 times over. I mean, I think that we looked at the average. It's like for every 3 chances or for every 1 chance our opponents are creating, we're creating 3. So it's going to happen.
You and I have talked many times about, and for lack of a better term, I'll just call it fickle, the fickle nature of soccer. You know, when you outplay an opponent in so many statistical categories, as LMU has clearly done in the last 3 or 4 matches, yet you come out on the losing end of the scoreboard, it's almost, it doesn't seem fair almost.
Yeah, but the beauty of the game is that on the long run, these things even up, you know. So sometimes we will win a game that maybe they outshot, outpossessed, and outplayed us. But if you continue doing the little things, you will be rewarded on the long run. You're right, it's an unforgiving sport. You're right, you miss 1 goal like it happened the past 2 games, and they come right back at you and score on you. But on the long run, it's like you're not playing a 90-minute game. You're playing whatever the number of 900-minute game. On the long run, you will win.
This is such an extremely difficult league to play in. It's such a tough region to be in. Looking at the situation as it is now, 4-3-1 going into today's match with Brevard, what does this do to the LMU men in their hopes of realistically making it to the conference Final Four and ultimately to the NCAA regionals? Yeah,
the good news is it's up and back for several teams. So there are people losing. You know, Newberry just lost to Brevard on Thursday, and that's the nature of our league. You just said it, that there's not one team that is completely out of the picture, not one team that is completely dominating. So we're still controlling our destiny, so to speak, but our margin of error is very, very small right now.
At last I understood the South Atlantic Conference in men's soccer did not have an automatic bid to the NCAA. Does that need to change?
It has been in discussion, and I think it's heading that direction, maybe 1 more year. Yes, it needs to change. I think back in the day, I understand the reasoning behind Title IX and the number of teams, but there's been so many more men's teams created, and really the quality of our region demands that we have automatic qualification. The quality of each conference in our region demands that we have automatic qualification. And I've been both ends. You know, I have 1 conference status that we didn't make it in the opposites, but yes, it's time.
All right, let's talk for a minute about, I heard you mention a minute ago that Brevard actually beat Newberry. We were tied by Newberry in Newberry, South Carolina. So this is clearly a very capable Brevard team that's stepping on the pitch today. Let's focus on them for a minute. Offensively and defensively, what do they got that presents a problem for us?
They will do what we faced the past 3 games, which they'll buckle back on defense and clog the passing lanes and just look for our mistake to counterattack. Offensively, they're going to play for that one time, one chance, maybe a free kick, corner kick, which is frustrating at times, for us. But we will have to not make turnovers, and we will have to finish the chances we create.
Are there any factors that we have that we can exploit today that would be of danger to them in this match?
Our flanks are really, every game this year are really dangerous, and we might not have that one 20-goal player, but we do have several people capable of getting at the end of the flank play, so it's just a matter of the little detail that we miss goals this week that this time we will put in.
Well, Coach, always we are with you. The best of luck, and I know that this is a long season throughout the South Atlantic Conference. It's a very tough league. You be careful what you ask for. You might get it. We leave the Gulf South, which is a tough league. We come into the South Atlantic Conference. We've done well over the years, and I think that any team that comes out of this league is well on their way to a deep run in the NCAA tournament. Coach,
Thank
good
you.
luck.
Appreciate it.
We'll be back right after this on the LMU Sports Network.
The tri-state area's best-kept secret when it comes to piping hot fast food is World of Wings.
Wow!
Located in the LMU Campus Center, World of Wings has everything from starters such as mozzarella sticks, cheese fries, fried mushrooms, fried pickles, and a variety of salads. Try one of our quesadillas, an order of our tasty hot wings, mouth-watering chicken tenders, or one of a variety of wraps, burgers, or chicken sandwiches. Treat your taste buds to World of Wings.
Wow!
World of Wings open daily and located in the Lincoln Memorial University Campus Center, Harrogate. At Citizens Bank, we're different from everyone else. We've proudly served business communities of Northeast Tennessee since 1912 and have security you can count on. We offer the convenience of internet banking, excellent loan services on various types of loans, cash management, and small business banking at all of our convenient locations in Harrogate, Tazewell, New Tazewell, Bean Station, and Morristown. Visit our website to find out more at citizensbanktn.com. Citizens Bank, no more banking as usual.
Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Welcome back to the LMU Soccer Complex. Very quickly, let's go over your starting lineup. First off, for Brevard College. In the goal this afternoon will be number 1, Heath Turner. The defense will be number 2, Daniel Weldon. In the middle, they'll have number 5, Morgan Van Camp. Also in the middle will be number 8, Winston Haddock. Also in the middle will be number 10, Robert Furrer. At the 4 will be number 11, Marcelo Betzer. The middle will have number 13, Augusto Izern. At forward, number 14, Sergio Monso. In the middle, number 15, Alec Goetti. At defense will be number 20, Bradley Thompson. And also in the middle will be Gabrielle Pastrana, number 26. Their head coach is Bradley Morrison. For the Rail Splitters, in the goal this afternoon will be number 1, Marcel Barbanitz. At middle, they'll have number 5, Yuri Passos. At defense middle will be number 6, Hirsham Albabanitz. Number 7 will be forward will be Lincoln Lawal. Also at the forward will be number 8, Leonardo da Silva. At number 9, George Byrne will also be at the forward. In the middle, they'll have number 10, Lucas Coro, as well as number 11, Thal Silva. At defensive forward will be number 13, Harry Solomons. Defensive middle will be number 14, Nathaniel Johnson. And also in the middle will be number 15, Nick Spillman. Again, the head coach of the Rail Splitters is Helio Dana. And again, the Rail Splitters looking for something. They have lost 3 in a row, including 2 of those inside South Atlantic Conference play. Matter of fact, they're winless in their last 3 South Atlantic Conference games. They got to get this victory here today as they go on the road for 2 consecutive at Carson Newman and at Queens. Again, we're in the final month of the season. Everything is on the line here, especially when you look at the conference standings. Once again, Wingate, LR, and Mars Hill all at the top at 3-1. Newberry, Carson Newman tied for 4th place at 2-1-1. Realistically, just sitting right there behind the Lions, Bulldogs, and and Lenore Ryan. Anderson, Coker, and Queens all at 2-2. They start the back half of the South Atlantic Conference standings. Then you got Lincoln Memorial and Tusculum at 1-2-1. And at the bottom is where you see Brevard and Catawba. But do not take this Brevard team lightly. They did pull off their first conference victory just last Wednesday when they knocked off Newberry by the score of 1-0. Score of interest to bring to you. We're still waiting for the teams to come out for their introductions in the national anthem. Over at Mary Mars, again in the volleyball game, set 3 has went final, and Coker has won that one 25-22, and they have went on into the fourth set. And now LMU leads that one 2-1. Again, that's set number 4. Still early on there. LMU trying to improve to 5-3 in conference play, 9-7 overall. Coker trying to pick up their first South Atlantic Conference victory of the season and pick up win number 4 of the year. That's a big matchup. Again, that one is not live streamed this afternoon on the LMU Sports Network. However, you can follow live stats, or if you're around in the local area and you have Vive broadband cable, you can watch it on LMU TV channel 20. Again, around the South Atlantic Conference, in football, it is Carson Newman leading Mars Hill 48-14. Also in volleyball, it's Brevard leading Mars Hill 2-1. They lead that one 20. Through the first 3 sets, it was 25-17, 25-14. And then Brevard lost the third set 16-25. Currently, they trail Mars Hill 7-10 in set number 4. And that looks like all the scores that we have at the moment. Again, this is a big matchup that we're getting to here. The Rail Splitters on a losing streak. Brevard trying to pick up their second consecutive victory. We're talking about LMU that going on a road swing to Carson Newman, to Queens for the next 2. This is the first game of a 2-game road swing for Brevard. After tonight on Wednesday, they're at Tusculum. They'll host Wingate next weekend before they've got a Gardner-Webb exhibition game on the 14th. They finish off the season at Catawba, at Anderson, and then home for Mars Hill, Pfeiffer, and Coker on November the 1st, I should say. So for Brevard, this is just as big a game as it is for LMU. Now, you take a look, again, and these are just stats. For LMU coming in tonight, 12 goals on 150 shot attempts. Brevard, 11 goals on 110 shot attempts. These two teams are kind of evenly matched in the sense. Some key players we're going to see tonight for LMU, Leonardo da Silva, Yuri Passos, and Pedro Villa. For Brevard, Sergio Monceau, Robert Farah, and again in the goal, we know about Barbonese. Heath Turner for Brevard has won 810 minutes, has 45 saves, allowed 19 goals. Can't get too much better than that. Again, coming off that big victory against Newberry at home, 1-0. We're going to take our final time out here of the pregame here on the Old Town Grill Game of the Week here on the LMU Sports Network. When we come back, we'll have the first kick here between Brevard and the Rail Splitters of Lincoln Memorial University. That's as we return here on the LMU Sports Network.
It's the Old Town Grill.
The Old Town Grill is a special place where you bring more than family, more than friends. Bring a hearty appetite, because at the Old Town Grill, you'll never walk away hungry. A delicious change from the ordinary. The perfect place to bring the entire family. The best food and plenty of it. Join the fun and treat your appetite to something special.
It's the OTG.
The OTG is the place to be.
At Citizens Bank, we're different from everyone else. We've proudly served business communities of Northeast Tennessee since 1912 and have security you can count on. We offer the convenience of internet banking, excellent loan services on various types of loans, cash management, and small business banking at all of our convenient locations in Harrogate, Tazewell, New Tazewell, Bean Station, and Morristown. Visit our website to find out more at citizensbanktn.com. Citizens Bank, no more banking as usual.
Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
No matter whether it's breakfast, lunch, or dinner, Subway of Harrogate and Middlesboro has your fresh interests at heart. On your way to work, try one of our mouth-watering breakfast sandwich or flatbread omelets. If it's lunch or dinner time, choose from our wide selection of classic, select, or premium sandwiches, all made to your order. If you're serving a crowd, Subway has sandwich platters, giant subs, box lunches, and even cookies.
Welcome back to the LMU Soccer Complex as we get ready for the second part of our doubleheader this afternoon in South Atlantic Conference play. As this afternoon, the Rail Splitters trying to duplicate and complete the sweep this afternoon of Brevard as they'll be hosting the Tornadoes. The Rail Splitters are in the midst of a 3-match losing streak for the first time since the start of the 2003 season, as we talked about after their loss to Lees McRae on Wednesday. LMU mounted a 20-10 shot advantage in that one, but just couldn't get anything in the goal. Matter of fact, the only goal was a penalty kick in the 27th minute for Lees McRae. However, LMU has outshot their opponents 150-98 this season. So you got to think maybe this is a team. You got to remember, this is a team that was 4-0 to start off the season. They may just hit a rough little patch here, looking for their first victory. Again, Brevard 0-6-1 in their past 7 until they knocked off Newberry back on Wednesday. So this will be a very hungry Brevard team trying to make it 2 in a row. For LMU, they're in their home uniforms, the blue shorts with the white jerseys and blue numerals. For Brevard, again, just like the women had, they're solid black with blue down one side of it, and Brevard will have the opening kick. And Brevard gets it kicked off, and we are underway here at the LMU Soccer Complex. More of a fast-paced game here between the men, as so far they're moving back and forth very quickly. And this will be Brevard. Unfortunately, could not get that one around, and LMU will have the inbound, the throw-in from our side. Throw-in goes into Byrne. Byrne cannot hold it as he is being defended against. And that'll go to Brevard. Brevard with a finally now gets the throw in. Header was just misread, and now LMU with an attempt, but it's going to be cleared out by Brevard, and LMU will now have it in the backfield. Out to the goalkeeper, Barbanitz, and now they'll just swing the ball around. LMU still looking for their first goal of the week as they were shut out on Wednesday. And now LMU, again, now they'll have to be on defense. Brevard coming down the near sideline. And that's going to be out to Brevard. There was no foul on that play. Looks like the officials may just let them play a little bit here this afternoon. And again, it kind of goes back to what I was talking about in the first game. This is a very physical and tough game, so letting them play might just work to an advantage for one of the teams. I'm not real sure which one at the moment. But again, it's soccer. It's a very tough game, so let them go. Brevard will have the throw in on the far sideline. The throw-in was misread, and now here's LMU on a run, on the attack. Ball comes across the way to the near side. Solomons plays it back to the goalkeeper. And he will just kick this one over to the far side. Ball played forward off the head. Lawal's got a 2-on-1 disadvantage, and Brevard is going to kick this one past the end line, and it's going to be a corner kick early on here for the Rail Splitters. LMU will have the corner kick from the far corner. And they're just going to kick it out real quick. Did not want to go into the box with it. Here's a shot, but it's going to be blocked initially as it was Solomons who tried it the first time. Now Brevard's got the run. It's 2-on-2, but LMU there with a good block. And it'll eventually roll out back to Brevard. Two teams really going at it here early on. We've not even played 5 minutes, and this has been a lot of energy already let loose here in the first couple of minutes. We have a stoppage of play. And it looks like we have an injured Tornado that's going to be coming out. The injured Tornado was Marcelo Betzer. I believe it was Jesse Omizi that came in for the Tornadoes. Omizi comes in with 2 goals, 2 assists on 14 shots. Over here to the near sideline, this is Solomons. He's got it in a run. Kicks it into the box, but there's Brevard to stop it and kick it out. Spillman working, could not get past the 2 defenders, and now here's Brevard with a 1-on-2 disadvantage. Monso just holds it up and eventually waits for the rest of his team to settle in. Over to the far sideline, this is Brevard again on the attack. A little dipsy-do. Across the middle and just out-kicked Haddock, and it'll go out the back, and LMU will have the goal kick. Bobby Neats with a quick kick over to Johnson. And Johnson will try to get it up the sideline. Kind of a weird play. Brevard will end up taking the ball off the injured. And again, it's kind of being played around right in front of the box here. Very dangerous for the Rail Splitters. They do not want to go into a 1-0 hole early. Ball's kicked up to the near side. Here we go. Down the sideline to be picked up. And there's a push from behind. Or to the near side, still playing around with it. And they're eventually going to call that one out, and it'll be a goal kick. So it'll be a goal kick for Turner. We've already played called almost 5.5 minutes here in the first half. Off the head, and here comes LMU to the near sideline, trying to get it before it goes out, and they do so. And it's Silva. They'll play it back. Up the way. Luwal just tried one that time. And it goes wide of the net and out the back. Six minutes into the first half. And once again, here's a goal kick by Heath Turner. Good punt out to about midfield. And LMU will take control of it. Again, LMU, just like in the first game, what you heard Coach L in the post game of the women's game, kind of talk about how his team was just kind of patiently biding their time. Can't get too eager in these kind of contests. You just got to kind of play it by ear. And there was a play up the front that was outran by Brevard, and LMU will have the throw in deep in the corner. Byrne has it into the box. Kick, and it's blocked out of there, and Brevard, that one did not go out of play, and Brevard will play this up. And now LMU will have it. Across the way, Brevard will take it. And looking around here, just waiting for somebody to finally take this one. And it looks like it's going to be LMU ball with a free kick. It'll be Solomons. Solomons or Passos one will have the free kick. A lot of jockeying around in the box. Kick is swung, knocked out of there, I believe, by the goalie. And that will go out as Turner was sky high for that one. And LMU will have the throw in on the far sideline. Throw into the box. And it's going to be LMU now back out to the middle. Trying to set something up, and Brevard gets a hold of it. They can come over to the near side. LMU being very aggressive, not only on the offensive side trying to get to the goal, but also on the defensive side of stopping this one, as that was Byrne trying to get it across and could not do so. Byrne looking to throw in and does so. Gets it to Silva, and this is Yahweh, and right into the goalie's hands of Heath Turner. Excuse me, not Yahweh, the wall. Turner's going to kick this out of the box, and now does so all the way across the midfield stripe. Good kicks. Got LMU backing up, but they're going to get a hold of this one. Good block by Brevard. And it's going to be, it's going to be a goal kick coming here for the Rail Splitters. A score of interest from Mary Mars. Looks like the Lady Rail Splitters might finish off Coker here in the fourth set. They lead it right now 24-17, 1 point away from picking up their 9th victory of the season. And they got it, 25-17. So that's a final at Mary Mars. 3-1, LMU defeats Coker this afternoon. Ball is headed out by Brevard, and it'll be a throw-in for the Rail Splitters. Ball is kicked back. It'll be eventually taken by Spillman. Plays it back to the goalkeeper. He's going to let that one roll for a little bit and eventually gets a good kick off. And looks like it'll be Brevard, maybe? Yeah, it'll be Brevard with the throw-in. Brevard has the throw-in, and LMU looks like they're going to try to control this one. And it's going to be a kick violation against Winston Haddock. Brevard with the still attempt over on the far sideline after the free kick. Here they come. Here comes the attack by the Tornadoes. And they're going to say that one went out, and it's going to go back to the Rail Splitters. Brevard has the possession, does not have the numbers, but they're going to make this an attempt. As it's 14, Sergio Monceau with the attempt. Just had it blocked out of there. LMU doesn't have the numbers. They'll back it back. This is Silva. And they'll eventually come to Nick Spillman, who will eventually place it back to the goalkeeper. Barboneets up the middle. Cannot be held. And now here's Brevard. They've got an advantage here as it is Haddock. And Haddock just misses off to the right-hand side. .33-25 in counting left to go first half. Still scoreless. Rail Splitters trying to do what the Lady Rail Splitters did in the first game of the day. That's complete the sweep over Brevard. Nice punt out of the box. Will be eventually taken by Brevard. Very dangerous play that time for the Tornadoes. If they hadn't got a hold of that one, George Byrne would have had a one-on-one. This is played up to Byrne. Burns in the box, kicks it over, shot on goal, and it's in there. The shot is good by Leonardo da Silva on the assist by George Byrne. And with 32:50 left to go first half, LMU gets on the board quickly, and they get the first goal, and they'll leave this one 1-0.
He was assisted on the goal by number 9, George Byrne.
Nice play that time by LMU coming out of the goal kick. Just good ball movement. Eventually, Byrne got it in front of at the top of the box, just got it over. Don't know how he saw Da Silva sitting out there by himself, but he did so, and Da Silva gets it past the goalkeeper, Heath Turner, and LMU takes this early lead 1-0. That's something that Coach Ells talked about for the past couple of weeks, is getting out to a quick start. He wants to be the one out first. He wants to get that quick start. And today the Rail Splitters get that as they lead this one, as we said, 1-0. Back into play. This one is played back to the goalkeeper, Barboneets. And this is LMU now with it. That was Da Silva's 6th goal of the season. Ball comes forward. Can LMU get to it? They do. This is a nice running attack by Solomons. Solomons across the box, looking header. Almost went into the net that time. I don't think Byrne realized it was that close. as the goalkeeper actually bobbled it and had to kind of just put it back out in front of him, or it would have been in the net with him. So LMU quickly attacking here. More than 10 minutes into the first half. Brevard and LMU kind of battling for it near the midfield stripe. And I'm going to say that is going to be Brevard on a free kick. Up the middle now, LMU trying to find something to do with it. It's going to be cleared out down the middle, and Byrne's going to get a hold of it. Byrne will kick it back, and LMU will reset. They're going to skip all the way across to the other side here, and once again running for it is Solomon. Solomons will play it back into the hands of Silva, or back into the feet of Silva. I keep saying hands for some reason. You just have to be patient with me, soccer people. Spillman plays the ball up, and Brevard will clear this one. And then it'll eventually be played back to goalkeeper Barbonese. Again, this is Solomon's trying to play it forward. Cannot do so, and eventually be knocked out, and LMU will have the throw in. LMU trying to go across the field, cannot do so. But they'll take it back and eventually play it into the backfield once again. Ball's played forward. This is Byrne. He's in front of the defense. Could not get a hold of that one, as looks like he tried to get it over to Luwal in the box just to get a good enough kick to it. And it'll be Brevard bringing the ball forward. And now LMU is going to have it back to Barbonese in the goal, and he'll eventually kick it back out. 15 minutes into this contest, it's LMU 1-0. And Brevard will now have the ball over on the far sideline for the throw-in. Brevard keeps that one in play. Looks like Byrne might have just wanted to play that one out and give Brevard another throw-in. Nonetheless, here come the Tornadoes, and it's going to be right to the goalkeeper on, I believe that was going to be an eventual kick by Jesse Omezi, but he just couldn't get a hold of it. And Barbonese will throw it out to the right side. Again, LMU very patiently waiting their chance. Now the ball is played up. Luwal looks, got a one-on-one there. Kicks into the box, looking for Byrne. Byrne gets a header, does not work. As it comes back out, and eventually they're going to call it back to Brevard on a foul. So it'll be Heath Turner to have the free kick from the box. He's going to put it up. It's going to come right past the midfield stripe. LMU is going to get the head on it. Brevard now, both teams still jockeying for it. Brevard looks like they're going to have it now as they play the ball across the field. Tornadoes come running maybe a little too quickly that time, but it'll eventually be on the pass from Van Camp over to the far side. Into the box, looking, gets a kick off, and eventually Brevard's going to get a hold of this one. Back to the middle, and it's eventually going to be kicked out of there on the attempt by Izarn. And now Brevard once again has possession. Looking around. And it's going to be a foul on Byrne. And Brevard once again will have the kick. Again, Tornadoes looking to kick this one into the box. And right there is Barbonese with the pick, as it was Haddock that sent it into the box for Brevard. LMU just tries to clear this one, and they do so back out to the midfield stripe, and there's Brevard, and they'll kick this one. That doesn't actually go out on the other side. Still playing for it. Now LMU will kick it out on the far side. Actually, it's going to be Brevard to kick it out. LMU's going to have the throw in. Brevard and LMU battling about the midfield stripe here. just kind of kicking the ball back and forth to each other. Now LMU's going to keep it. And they're going to go across the field to Solomons. Solomons gets his defender on the ground, is going to turn. Still looking. Now they'll pass the ball off. It eventually comes over to Spillman. Spillman on the near sideline goes down the middle. Brevard did try to get a hold of it, couldn't do it. And that's going to be a shot by Lawal, but it's going to be wide right, and it's going to be off the mark. LMU still leading this one 1-0 as we approach the 26.5-minute mark left to go here inside of the first half. Again, it'll be Turner to have the kick out of the box. Didn't get necessarily all that one. Brevard will get a head on it, and eventually will try to control it. And they're going to say it's going to be a foul on the initial header, and Brevard will have it as the foul would go against Silva of LMU. Free kick goes in, and Barbanich just picks it up. LMU trying to get a little fancy this time, and there's going to be a block backwards. And now LMU will lose the possession. Brevard trying to go forward. LMU gets it into the front part of the field here, but Brevard is going to be bouncing it back and forth, and now they'll try to advance into LMU's defense. Cannot do so, and now LMU will settle down. Johnson kicks it forward. There's not going to be anybody there, and Turner will just come out of the goal and pick it up. Still kicking around here. Kicks it off. Going to be a header by LMU. It's going to come back out. And looks like LMU might get the possession of it here in the... Actually, will not. Brevard will eventually get it. It's eventually kicked into the Brevard dugout, and LMU will have a throw in with 25 minutes left to go here inside of the first half. Byrne with the header going forward. And Byrne actually runs through a Brevard defender, and that's going to be a yellow card against George Byrne, as it is Augusto Izern down for Brevard. He's back up now, but he was just kind of sitting waiting for the ball to fall, and Byrne ran right through him. .24:47, the clock is stopped with the yellow card. And it is Turner, the goalkeeper, kicking this one. And eventually coming over to the near side is LMU. Down the sideline and eventually headed back by Brevard. They're trying to stay on the offense here. They want to get back to a tie score here at least before halftime. Ball eventually goes out and will be thrown in, actually free kicked by LMU. To the near side. Solomons plays it back to the middle. And again, LMU they need to get out of their backfield. Brevard takes this one to the middle of the field, coming across the way, and it's eventually cleared out of there by the Rail Splitters. Silva with his back to the defense gets that one going, but it's going to be taken by Brevard. And eventually that one's going to be cleared out of there by Solomons and will be played back. And I'm going to say that will be Brevard with the free kick after the foul. Kind of a weird series of events there, where the kick was kind of missed by the LMU defender, and then Brevard actually missed it also, and it goes out for an LMU throw-in. As Pedro Villa checks into the lineup here for the Rail Splitters. Brevard going forward. It's going to be a foul against Brevard, and LMU will have the free kick with 22:40 left to go here inside of the first half. LMU having possession over here on the far side. Now back to the middle. Again, LMU with the 1-0 lead. Just looking to be patient. Of course, as I say that, Lou Wong comes out. Goalie takes him down, and they're going to call that a stoppage of time. As you can hear the crowd in the background really getting into that.
Red card assessed to Brevard's number 1, Heath Turner.
And they've assessed a red card to the goalkeeper, Heath Turner, for when he came out of the box there. So Turner will have to miss the rest of this game. As you can see on your screen, Barbanese has come out of his goal to come down to take this free kick. The new goalkeeper will be number 43, Juan Mascaro Jr., the junior out of Brevard, North Carolina. Barbanese will have the kick. Runs up, kicks it, and gets the goal. LMU goes out to 2-0 after the red card and the goal kick.
LMU goal for number 1, Marcel Barbanese.
And I'll be honest with you, folks, I'm not been around soccer that much, but I think it's I find it as an unusual circumstance when the goalie comes out, comes all the way across the field and ends up kicking and scoring on the goal kick. But nonetheless, Barbanese gets credit with the goal. And it'll be LMU 2-0 now with 22:11 left to go first half. It looks like MJ Sheriff will come into the lineup here for the Rail Splitters, and Lucas Coro will take a seat. And of course, with the red card, the rule states that you will play with a man down in that situation. So Brevard will take a player off the field, obviously bring in the reserve goalie, because you don't want to go without a goalie in a soccer game. That'd be a lot to put on your defense. LMU trying to bring the ball forward, cannot do so. And here's Brevard again, already down 2-0. If you're a Tornado fan, it's only been 23 minutes into this game. You got to think they're trying to get something going here and really need to get something going if they want to stay in this contest. Barbanese rolls it out, and LMU will again go on the attack again. I see the same thing with this team as I saw essentially with the Lady Rail Splitters. They've been patiently finding their way as the Wall kicks this one high and over the net. The only difference that I've seen between the men and the women here for LMU, and the simple fact is that the men have had more opportunities, it seems like, when they're getting their shots here. So now Brevard will have the goal kick, and they'll play it forward, but there's no Tornadoes there, and LMU will just settle into the backfield. There is both teams competing for it, and Brevard is continuing. They're going to go down the far sideline. LMU's going to get a hold of this one, and eventually they'll play it back. LMU to the middle, over to the right side, and LMU will have the throw in from the far side with 20 minutes, 30 seconds left to go here inside of the first half. LMU with a good opportunity here. That's going to go unnoticed as Brevard eventually takes the possession back. And now LMU looks like they're going to have a free kick. .20 minutes and counting left to go first half. LMU will have the free kick, looking to go up 3-0 here. Still waiting. I think we're still waiting on a whistle. Again, there's a lot of jockeying going on down in the box. now there's the whistle, and here's the kick into the box. LMU looking. That one's going to be headed out by Brevard, and we'll go to a corner kick. Corner kick to the bottom corner over here on the left-hand side of the field. Looks like it'll be Passos to have the corner kick here for the Rail Splitters. Kicks this one off, and it is headed off the post, and Brevard's going to pick this one up for a goal kick. LMU with all kinds of opportunities so far here in this first half. That one, again, as we said, off the left post. Very close to being a 3-0 game, and you got to think if it gets to 3-0, Brevard is going to be in desperation mode. Nonetheless, it's 2-0 here, and Brevard's still trying. They're not out of this contest, still trying to find an answer. Tornado is injured down on the ground, as they'll have this one into the box. It's going to be hit, and LMU's going to come out with it. Down the near sideline. And this will be Brevard looking like they're going to keep possession. Good block that time by LMU, and now here come the Rail Splitters. Silva had the block. It's Villa that's got the 3-on-1 disadvantage. He doesn't care. He's weaving in and out. Asking for the foul, does not get it, and now Brevard has got the possession. Monzo coming up the middle by himself. Now he'll give it off to Haddock. And they're going to say there was a foul against Monzo, and it'll be a stoppage of play. The official has stopped the clock with 17:36 to go. I don't know if he's just going to talk some things over with and actually we have an injury timeout as the LMU athletic training staff is coming over to take a look at an injured Rail Splitter. Again, we have 17:36 here left to go inside of the first half. LMU out to a quick and early 2-0 lead in this soccer contest. LMU has 8 shots so far here inside of the first, call it 27.5 minutes. Brevard has 3. Looks like LMU is going to get a substitution into the lineup here as William Sue will check into the lineup. I imagine he'll take the place of this injured Rail Splitter that is still down on the ground. And the injured LMU player is number 11, Thais Silva. Again, 2-0 here, Rail Splitters, as we get ready for the clock to start once again. Trying to get back into action. Of course, again, soccer is really a game of swings and just kind of keeping the streaks going. Obviously, the clock continuously runs for quite a bit. Anytime you get a stoppage of play, especially in the weather we have today, it's going to play an effect to some of the players. We're back underway as Brevard gets the free kick. It goes up and will be eventually taken and headed out by LMU. Back down the middle, and it is still up for grabs as this is Solomon's, and they're going to say there is a foul beforehand. Looks like they may have called the foul on Sue. So now we're under 17 minutes to go with this free kick. LMU heads that one out, and eventually will come over, And De Silva gets a hold of it and just plays it back. They're going to play it back to Barbonese. Barbonese plays the ball over to Spillman. Spillman up to the top. De Silva over to the right side. Good play that time by LMU. Now they're going to attack. Over to the other side. Here is Sue. Sue tries to play to the middle. Brevard is all over that one. It's eventually going to come out. Again, LMU still trying to make the attack here. Into the corner, doesn't go anywhere. And Brevard is going to come out with this. Brevard into the front field here, trying to make an attack. Trailing this one, as we said, 2-0. And LMU, don't know if it just got caught flat-footed there, but nonetheless, it's a 2-on-2. And now it's De Silva from the middle, and it's off to the right. And it'll be a goal kick for Brevard. Again, if you're just joining us, their starting goalkeeper, Heath Turner, got a red card early on in the first half. He's had to set out the rest of the game, and it's Juan Mascaro Jr. that is in the net now for Brevard. Goal kick, and LMU will head it back. And again, this is LMU and Brevard going back and forth. Brevard will eventually get it on the far sideline before LMU just plays it to the back. Under 15 to go. And they're going to say there was a foul against Lincoln Memorial, and Brevard will have it. Big kick will come down. Collision of heads there. And Brevard is going to have it. Shot to the right side is going to be just wide, as that was Robert Ferrer. And that'll bring Barbonese to have a goal kick. 9 shots to 3 in favor of Lincoln Memorial. They have 4 shots on goal to Brevard's 0. A little bit of cloud cover now over top of the LMU Sports Complex. Probably not a good thing for the people that decided to join us here live in the crowd. Again, a lot of hoodies, a lot of jackets out there, and when the sun is down, you've got to know it's getting just a tad bit colder, especially with the wind the way it's kicked up throughout the day. 13:45 and counting left to go first half. LMU now trying to control it. Over to the far side. This is LMU, and they'll bring it over the near side. This is Solomons down the sideline, looking for some room, gets it up to the middle, back to the front of the box, and moving the ball around is Passos. Passos gets a shot on. Passos' shot is just wide, and it's going to be knocked out, and it's going to be a corner kick for LMU with about 13 minutes left to go. So there's going to be a corner kick upcoming here for LMU with 12:42 and counting. LMU has been so close on a few of these so far this afternoon. This one's going to be low, kicked out of there by Brevard. And eventually the Tornadoes will control it. Nice moves up the field. Still don't have the numbers. LMU quickly getting back. And this is going to be taken as it was Weldon, I thought, had the last hit, and they're going to call that Brevard gets a free kick on a foul. So Brevard will have the kick as we are approaching the 10-minute mark left to go here inside of the first half. Again, LMU scored quickly. Scored with in the 12-minute mark. As that one actually goes in, that's a goal by Brevard, as it was an assist by Sergio Monceau. The goal is good by Winston Haddock off the header. Really kind of thought that went off to the side. Nonetheless, Brevard gets on the board, and they're back in this one, back down 1 goal. Again, Haddock with the header, and now it's LMU leading this one 2-1. We were saying they scored in the 12th minute on a goal by Leonardo da Silva, and then the goalkeeper, Barbanese, got on the board after the red card. LMU quickly attacking. This one comes down to the corner to Villa, and that will go out and be a throw-in for Brevard. New life for the Tornadoes here.
He was assisted on the goal by number 14, Sergey Monceau.
Tornado down just by 1 goal here. Ball goes up, and once again, this is Villa trying to come to the corner to get it. Does so this time, kicks it, and will eventually just go behind the net and out of play for a goal kick. So here's the goal kick. And will eventually be taken by Brevard. Brevard working around, looking here, and they just lost the handle on it. Now here comes LMU, but they got to be quick, not communicating each other. That's going to be out to Brevard with a throw-in. No, they're actually going to say the kick. Bouncing the ball back and forth as we are now at 10 minutes left to go first half. LMU was on the attack through the first part of this first half, but it's been Brevard here probably for the past, call it, 5-10 minutes that has really been the aggressor, and it's starting to show a little bit on the scoreboard. Here's LMU with an attack. Up the middle, ball goes into the box, and eventually it'll be slid on and taken by the goalkeeper, Mascaro Jr. And Brevard, they're going to call a foul on LMU over on the far side near the midfield stripe. Sun's starting to pop back out here at the LMU Soccer Complex. And off the free kick, LMU will control it coming out of their own box. Brevard still working for it. And now LMU trying to push it. They come across midfield. The ball is played forward. And this is Villa trying to get to it, gets to it, but Brevard is going to kick it out the back, and that'll come up to a corner kick for LMU. Looks like George Cant is checking into the lineup here for the Rail Splitters. And LMU once again will have the corner kick, this time from the lower corner. Kick is up, it's going to be a little high. It'll eventually be taken out, and LMU will have to chase it down out of the box, and they'll play it back to the middle, and Brevard's there for the header. But being very persistent is LMU. Shot across the box, there's the header, but right into the hands of the goalie for another save as we go under 8 minutes left to go first half. Punt right to midfield, and eventually it'll head back, and it looks like LMU will just trot to it, and eventually Barbanese will eventually take control of it and kick it out. Brevard now controls it at the midfield stripe, trying to work through the LMU defense, and they do so. This is Monceau. Tried for the takeaway there, could not get to it. Here's a lead pass out to Villa. Villa stops it, kicks back. And I thought it was going to be Solomons to wind up and kick that one, but instead he decided not to. They'll go across the field. Now LMU on the attack once again, looking for a third goal here in this first half. Back across, Villa shoots it, and it goes to the right side, just wide, and it'll be a goal kick for Brevard. So Brevard will have the goal kick. It's eventually kicked over here to the near side. And it's going to be a foot race here. And LMU is going to back this one away and eventually throw it in. LMU plays it back once again to the goalkeeper as we are now under 6 minutes left to play here inside of this first half. Again, a reminder in our halftime intermission, we'll take a look at some halftime statistics as well as once again go over what's going on around the South Atlantic Conference and take a look at the volleyball matchup today between the Lady Rail Splitters and Coker College in a game at which the Lady Rail Splitters won 3-1. Off the throw in, Brevard over on the far sideline, still trying to make something of it. And LMU walks away with the possession. LMU tried to play it backwards, lost the possession on it this time, as this is Ferreira trying to keep a hold of it. Now kicks over to the right side to Haddock. Up the middle. Nice pass. Brevard was well within striking distance, but lost it that time. And now LMU trying to make something of it. A ball up the middle, and it's going to be a foot race. And I believe it's going to go to Brevard. No, well, the goalkeeper came out and got it, and eventually just kicks it over to the other side, and LMU will have the throw in. LMU out to the midfield stripe. Into the box. A header that time by Sue had nothing on it. And it'll be the goalkeeper once again, Juan Mascaro Jr. coming out, and he'll have a free kick. LMU once again with the possession over here to the near side. Brevard will eventually kick that out, and LMU will have a throw in. Under 4 minutes left to go here inside of the first half. Again, LMU leads Brevard 2-1. LMU trying to break a 4-game losing streak. Brevard trying to make it 2 conference games in a row after their surprising victory over Newberry last week. That will be blocked out, and LMU will have the throw in on the far side. Kick into the box. We blocked out by Brevard and headed out. And the Tornadoes tried to avoid the disaster. LMU will pick it up, and they'll bring the ball back out toward midfield. And I look for them to reverse field, and they do so, as this is now Spillman going up the middle. Brevard with the block that time, and it'll be LMU with the throw-in over here on the near sideline as we go under 3 minutes now left to go. Brevard and LMU fighting for it down near the box, but it's going to be Brevard that comes out with it. LMU keeping the pressure on Brevard, and it's going to be LMU with the throw-in now. To the middle of the field. The ball's going to be played down the sideline and just way too far. And now it'll be a goal kick upcoming here for the Tornadoes. Less than 2 minutes here left to go. And the ball will be eventually played into the Brevard side of the ball of the play. This is an advantage here for Brevard. Kick is going to be batted away, and eventually there's going to be a foul. Brevard will have the kick just outside of the box at the top. So Brevard will have it just outside of the top of the box as we're approaching 1 minute left to play here inside of the first half.
1 minute remaining in the half. 1 minute.
Everybody positioning themselves. Here comes the whistle. Brevard with the opportunity for the tie. Just goes to the right. Barbanits with the save, as it looked like it was Monceau that had the kick. And Brevard will have a corner kick. So once again, here's Brevard with a good opportunity to tie this thing up before we go to halftime. Once again, this is Monceau with the kick. It's up, and it's going to be headed out. And eventually Brevard just tries to turn and shoot one that time. And it goes well over the net. And now Barbanits quickly finds a player, but could not get it to him as he's found Leonardo da Silva, excuse me.
9,
Just could not get it to him at the end of the first half here. Brevard with a throw in. And as long as LMU plays it well, and they do, that's going to do it here for the first half of play. So that brings us to the end of the first half here at the LMU Soccer Complex. Take you to our halftime break, telling you our score. It's LMU 2, it's Brevard 1. Back after this on the LMU Sports Network.
At Citizens Bank, we're different from everyone else. We've proudly served business communities of Northeast Tennessee since 1912 and have security you can count on. We offer the convenience of internet banking, excellent loan services on various types of loans, cash management, and small business banking at all of our convenient locations in Harrogate, Tazewell, New Tazewell, Bean Station, and Morristown. Visit our website to find out more at citizensbanktn.com. Citizens Bank, no more banking as usual.
Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
It's the Old Town Grill.
The Old Town Grill is a special place where you bring more than family, more than friends. Bring a hearty appetite, because at the Old Town Grill, you'll never walk away hungry. A delicious change from the ordinary. The perfect place to bring the entire family. The best food and plenty of it. Join the fun and treat your appetite to something special.
It's the OTG.
The OTG is the place to be.
When you're traveling throughout the Tri-States, stay smart at Holiday Inn Express of Middlesboro. With nearly 60 rooms to choose from, fitness center, full complimentary hot breakfast bar, and seasonal pool, Holiday Inn Express of Middlesboro is all about catering to your travel needs. Our rooms are all equipped with flat screen TV, refrigerator, microwave, and we're conveniently located just seconds from the area's attractions. When you're on the road, stay smart at Holiday Inn Express, located on the Cumberland Gap Parkway, Middlesboro. Make reservations today by calling 606-248-6860.
Known for his purpose, his determination, and his ability to see a path laid before him and step into it with utmost certainty. At Lincoln Memorial University, we recognize those who do the same. The few who, in the face of adversity, choose destiny over indifference. Like Lincoln, they stand apart, and here is where they hang their hat. Lincoln Memorial University. Your career path is here.
Whether traveling for business or pleasure, Sleep Inn and Suites of Middlesboro, Kentucky invites you to dream better here. Located at the foothills of the Cumberland Gap, Sleep Inn and Suites offers luxurious rooms equipped with microwave fridge combo, desk, ergonomic chair, wireless internet, and 32-inch flat-screen TV. While staying with us, visit our fitness center, wake up to our complimentary hot breakfast bar, or have a bedtime snack with our fresh-baked cookies. Sleep Inn and Suites, located off Highway 25E, Middlesboro. No matter whether it's breakfast, lunch, or dinner, Subway of Harrogate and Middlesboro has your fresh interests at heart. On your way to work, try one of our mouth-watering breakfast sandwich or flatbread omelets. If it's lunch or dinner time, choose from our wide selection of classic, select, or premium sandwiches, all made to your order. If you're serving a crowd, Subway has sandwich platters, giant subs, box lunches, and even cookie platters. Whether it's dine in or carry out, you can eat healthy and eat fresh at Subway. Subway, 362 Catawba Avenue in Harrogate and on the corner of the Village Square Mall, Middlesboro.
Welcome back out to the LMU Soccer Complex. We're at the halftime break of our second game of our doubleheader today between Lincoln Memorial and Brevard. Our halftime score, it's Lincoln Memorial leading Brevard 2-1. Shots per period, LMU had 13 shots in that first period. Brevard had 7 shots with 4-1. LMU leading in corner kicks. 18 fouls total in that first half, 12 of them by Lincoln Memorial, 6 by Brevard. And Brevard with 3 saves on goal, with LMU having 1. LMU got on the board first off with 12:05 into the first half on a goal by Leonardo da Silva by the assist of George Byrne. They got their second goal on the afternoon just about 10 minutes later, a little bit more than 10 minutes later, as the goalkeeper, Marcel Barbanitz, came across the field on a penalty kick after a red card against Brevard's goalie, Heath Turner. And he put that one in to give LMU the 2-0 lead. And then about 11 minutes later, Brevard finally got on the board on an assist by Sergio Monceau. Winston Haddock put one into the net after a free kick. And that brought us to our score of LMU 2, Brevard 1. Of course, this is a big game for both teams. As we said, LMU trying to break a 5-game losing streak. Brevard trying to make it 2 in a row inside of the South Atlantic Conference. Yellow card also on the afternoon went to LMU's George Byrne. That was early on, about 20 minutes into the contest. So again, LMU leads this one 2-1 here at the halftime break. As we said earlier today, it was the Lady Railsplitter volleyball team knocking off Coker College by the score of 3-1. Was hoping to have some stats on that, but could not find them on the website. Look at the scoreboard so far from around the South Atlantic Conference. Earlier this afternoon, as we said, Lincoln Memorial beat Brevard in women's soccer 2-0. It was Tusculum over Anderson in women's soccer 4-1. It's a final in Division II South Atlantic Conference football. Carson Newman improves to 4-1 on the season as they went over in Jefferson City against Mars Hill 48-20. Still no result on Tusculum and Catawba. There's, again, Lincoln Memorial beats Coker in volleyball today. The set numbers go like this: 31-29, 25-13, 22-25. And then LMU finishes off 25-17 in the fourth set. Leading the way in kills was Kiera Holland with 16 kills. Miranda Bodie had 4 blocks. Casey Mincy had 16 digs. And Kiera Holland had 2 saves. For Coker, it was Madison Bingle with 15 kills. They had 3 players with 2 blocks apiece. Bingle also led in digs with 17. Mars Hill defeated Brevard today in volleyball action 3-2. No result on Anderson and Queens just yet. It was Tusculum completely need to sweep over LR in volleyball today by the score of 3-1. Tusculum, for them to be a young team, 7-1 inside of the South Atlantic Conference, looking like they may be a force to deal with this season. Another score from women's soccer in final action. Newberry defeated Queens this afternoon 1-0 on a goal by Gabriella Brody. And men's soccer going on at the same time right now is Tusculum and Anderson. Let's see if we can find a score on that here real quick. Also kicking off about 15 minutes ago was Lenore Ryan and Brevard in football. And let's see if we can get a score on that. The Tusculum-Anderson soccer game right now at the halftime break. It's Anderson leading Tusculum. Again, men's soccer 1-0. And in football action, Lenore Ryan leads Brevard College over at Brevard by the score of 7-0. That game is still in the first quarter. Looks like it's second down and upcoming for LR. Looking at, actually, they're on the doorstep. They're inside the red zone at the Brevard 12-yard line, looking to go up by 2 scores. Again, we're at the halftime break here at the LMU Soccer Complex, getting ready to take another halftime break. Again, our score here is the Railsplitters of Lincoln Memorial University leading Brevard College by the score of 2-1. Back after this here on the LMU Sports Network.
At Citizens Bank, we're different from everyone else. We've proudly served business communities of Northeast Tennessee since 1912 and have security you can count on. We offer the convenience of internet banking, excellent loan services on various types of loans, cash management, and small business banking at all of our convenient locations in Harrogate, Tazewell, New Tazewell, Bean Station, and Morristown. Visit our website to find out more at citizensbanktn.com. Citizens Bank, no more banking as usual.
Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
No matter whether it's breakfast, lunch, or dinner, Subway of Harrogate and Middlesbrough has your fresh interests at heart. On your way to work, try one of our mouth-watering breakfast sandwich or flatbread omelets. If it's lunch or dinner time, choose from our wide selection of classic, select, or premium sandwiches, all made to your order. If you're serving a crowd, Subway has sandwich platters, giant subs, box lunches, and even cookie platters. Whether it's dine in or carry out, you can eat healthy and eat fresh at Subway. Subway, 362 Catawba Avenue in Harrogate, and on the corner of the Village Square Mall, Middlesbrough.
At Farm Bureau Insurance, you can manage your auto, home, and life policies any way you want. If you like the internet, get a quote and file claims online at FBITN.com. If you like to take care of your business over the phone, give us a call. If you like to email, send us a message, and we'll take care of you that way. But if you like an old-fashioned smile and handshake at the door, come down to the local office.
Back to the LMU Soccer Complex again. Our halftime score here, it's Lincoln Memorial leading Brevard by the score of 2-1. Remind you that the Lincoln Memorial University soccer programs will go on the road for their next contest. That is on Wednesday evening. Well, they'll travel to Jefferson City, Tennessee to take on the Carson-Newman Eagles. The men are scheduled to start their game at around 7:30. The women will start around 5 o'clock. This time next weekend, the soccer teams will be in Charlotte, North Carolina, taking on Queens University again for a nighttime contest. Again, the men will start at 7:30. Women should start sometime around 5 o'clock. Next weekend, however, here on campus will be homecoming for Lincoln Memorial University. So if you are an alumni or just an admirer of Lincoln Memorial University in the local community, we encourage you to come out and enjoy some of the homecoming activities. You can find the entire homecoming activity list and schedule on the LMU website. That's lmunet.edu. The LMU volleyball team will be back in action Tuesday night after this victory over Coker this afternoon. Tuesday night, they'll be taking on Carson-Newman University. That'll be at home inside of the Tex Turner. It'll be inside the Mary E. Mars Gymnasium. They don't play inside Tex Turner. I'm already thinking basketball season, which they start practice here in the next couple of weeks. Nonetheless, it'll be volleyball with the Lady Rail Splitters and the Eagles of Carson-Newman University inside Mary E. Mars Gymnasium Tuesday night. The first serve is scheduled to start at 7 o'clock. Our pregame coverage will start at 6:50 here on the LMU Sports Network. We'll have live video stream of that one as well as on local cable around Claiborne County. Going to take another time out. Again, our halftime score, it's LMU 2, it's Brevard 1. We'll come back with the start of the second half here on the LMU Sports Network.
It's the Old Town Grill.
The Old Town Grill is a special place where you bring more than family, more than friends. Bring a hearty appetite, because at the Old Town Grill, you'll never walk away hungry. A delicious change from the ordinary. The perfect place to bring the entire family. The best food and plenty of it. Join the fun and treat your appetite to something special.
It's the OTG.
The OTG is the place to be.
When you're traveling throughout the tri-states, stay smart at Holiday Inn Express of Middlesboro. With nearly 60 rooms to choose from, fitness center, full complimentary hot breakfast bar, and seasonal pool, Holiday Inn Express of Middlesboro is all about catering to your travel needs. Our rooms are all equipped with flat screen TV, refrigerator, microwave, and we're conveniently located just seconds from the area's attractions. When you're on the road, stay smart at Holiday Inn Express, located on the Cumberland Gap Parkway, Middlesboro. Make reservations today by calling 606-248-6860.
Known for his purpose, his determination, and his ability to see a path laid before him and step into it with utmost certainty. At Lincoln Memorial University, we recognize those who do the same. The few who, in the face of adversity, choose destiny over indifference. Like Lincoln, they stand apart, and here is where they hang their hat. Lincoln Memorial University. Your career path is here.
Whether traveling for business or pleasure, Sleep Inn and Suites of Middlesboro, Kentucky invites you to dream better here. Located at the foothills of the Cumberland Gap, Sleep Inn and Suites offers luxurious rooms equipped with microwave fridge combo, desk, ergonomic chair, wireless internet, and 32-inch flat-screen TV. While staying with us, visit our fitness center, wake up to our complimentary hot breakfast bar, or have a bedtime snack with our fresh-baked cookies. Sleep Inn and Suites, located off Highway 25E, Middlesboro.
No matter whether it's breakfast.
Welcome back out to the LMU Soccer Complex. We get ready for the second half of action here between the Rail Splitters of Lincoln Memorial University and Brevard College. Let you know you are watching this via the LMU Sports Network on the LMURailSplitters.com. This production is in association with the LMU Sports Network and Sigma Communications, as well as Lincoln Memorial University. All rights reserved. Any broadcast or retransmission of this contest without the express written consent of Lincoln Memorial University or the LMU Sports Network is strictly prohibited. The executive producer for today's doubleheader has been Tony Spinoza. Director for this afternoon's contest on both of them was Joseph Lewis. We've had a slew of camera operators that I probably could not remember the names of at the moment, but we thank all of them for their dedication here, giving up a Saturday afternoon, a beautiful fall Saturday afternoon here in East Tennessee. I say beautiful, it's sunny, it's starting to get a little overcast, but it's still quite chilly out there, and you can ask some of their camera operators a little bit later on. Some of them have just about froze to death today because this has been a drastic temperature change from, let's say, earlier in the week on Wednesday when we had the other soccer game to now about a 25-degree difference between then and now. Again, getting ready for second half action here. LMU will have the first touch, and the second half is underway. Again, it's 2-1 in favor of LMU. Rail Splitters trying to break a long losing streak. And it'll be Brevard now. LMU with the interception. Coming back this way with it is Silva. And now LMU will have the throw in. That one goes out, and it'll have to be thrown in once again by LMU. Again, in that first half, 13 shots to 7 in favor of the Rail Splitters. They had 4 shots on goal to the 2 for Brevard. Into the box, Byrne gets a hold of it, but didn't get enough. And this will be Brevard punching it out to the side, and LMU will have the throw in deep on the right corner. Byrne controls it, puts it up, and it'll be almost controlled in there by LMU. As Luwan thought he got a foot on it, but just couldn't get a hold of it. And now LMU will reset as the ball will go back to the backside and eventually roll out and be a throw in for LMU. And we've got a stoppage at the moment. And it looks like now we'll get back into play. LMU brings the ball back across the field again, just very patiently working their way trying to find the spot they need to attack. Ball goes forward. This is De Silva looking, spins. Now he'll kick, come across, and it's going to be headed out of there. But it's going to be LMU once again with the attack, as it was. Now it's going to be LMU with the side throw in. Didn't catch who had that second attempt there. Brevard over on the far sideline trying to get possession of it, and it's going to be a throw in for LMU. Again, the team's kind of trading back and forth here. Brevard's got to get a little bit more aggressive if they're going to get back into the offensive side of the field. And they're just kind of going back and forth right now. Haddock looked across the field like he wanted to get to somebody and couldn't do it. And then Brevard eventually just kicks it out, and LMU will have the throw in, and they'll throw it back. .41-10 left to go here inside of regulation. LMU leading 2-1, and there's a collision, but nothing called. LMU trying to work the ball back around. They want to pick back up to their two-goal lead. Again, very patiently waiting on the attack. This one's kicked around and eventually kicked out over the goal by Brevard, and LMU will have the corner kick open the top corner. On the kick will be Solomons. Solomons setting for the kick. Gets it out of there, and it's going to go long and eventually taken out by Lincoln Memorial. Brevard will have a goal kick. Brevard will have the goal kick, again trailing by 1, as we're under 40 minutes now left to play. 40 minutes, that is, left to play here inside of regulation. LMU trying to move the ball down, looking for the attack. And it's going to be taken back by Brevard, and they're just going to kick it out to the side, and it's going to be thrown in by Lincoln Memorial. And right now we have an injured Tornado on the field, as it is Robert Furrer. Looks like he took a shot to the side of the head. Now he's asking the official, hey, that had to be something, didn't it? LMU will just throw this one down to the end line and give it to Brevard. So it'll be a goal kick once again for the Tornadoes. As they will kick this one over here to the near sideline and eventually taken off. And then there's another Tornado down, and that's going to be a stoppage of play, as it is Sergi Monso that is down. And Monso trying to shake out the cobwebs. Clock stops with 38:41 here left to go. And looks like the official having a discussion. LMU will kick this one out, and Brevard will have the throw in. That will go out, and Brevard once again will have the throw in over here on the near side. Very fast-paced game to start off in the first half, starting to slow down here a little bit. LMU trying to go back onto the offensive. And Brevard will clear it. But right there is LMU. Burns got a hold of it, trying to take off two Tornado defenders, couldn't do it. And now Brevard trying to move the ball. And they're going to call like a handball against Lincoln Memorial, and Brevard will have it near the midfield stripe. Monso will have the free kick, kicks it deep, and eventually is headed out of there by Lincoln Memorial. LMU really getting aggressive down when they're getting close to their goal, trying to really help out the goalkeeper, Barbanese. And that will go out of play, and LMU will have the throw-in over on the far side. LMU still working the ball around, so we approach 37 minutes now left to go here inside of the contest. Again, 2-1 LMU, trying to break a losing streak that stretches back 4 games. Excuse me, the losing streak is 3 games. They've not won in 4 games. They tied in the first one. Brevard will have the throw-in over on the far side. Byrne gets in front of the Brevard defense, heads that one, and eventually Brevard will just clear it, but there's LMU with the pickup. Good opportunity for the Rail Splitters to the top of the box. Shot is high and off to the right, and that will be another missed opportunity for the Rail Splitters. As once again, it will be Brevard to have the goal kick, as that was Passos that could not put that one in. What a kick that time by Coro. LMU just trying to keep it in play. They do so. That one's going to stop down in the corner, and Brevard's going to have to get to it, and they do so. Brevard tried to play it off. LMU now goes across the field. Bring it down in the box. Looking for a goal. And it's going to be a pick action, illegal screen if you will, and Brevard will have the ball. So this will be Brevard once again to have the goal kick with 35-10 and counting left to go. LMU still controlling at midfield with Brevard. LMU will come out of there. They'll eventually take it to the back. And LMU just kind of working around again, patiently just trying to work this, not only work the clock right now, but just kind of work through the Brevard defense and find your attack point. That's something Coach L mentioned about the ladies' game, was how they just kind of patiently waited and waited and waited, and they got their opportunities as they won 2-0. But here for the men, they're already up 2-1, still trying to find that attack point. A 1-point lead is not that safe at this point in the contest. LMU working the ball forward. I don't know if they're going to get to that, as that one is eventually just stumbled upon and dropped, and now Brevard will continue to try to bring the ball forward. Players hitting the turf left and right out here. And now we have a stoppage of play with 34:09 to go. And not real sure why the officials called the timeout. Andrew Gallowich is going off for Brevard. know if he was bleeding or what the situation itself was. Nonetheless, checking in is Gabriela Pastrana. And now LMU once again will come up forward into the attack as we go under 34 minutes to go. Down the sideline, here's LMU once again trying to attack again. They lead this one by 1, would like to get a safety goal here. Working the ball, Brevard sitting waiting. They eventually just kick it out, and LMU will have a throw in from the far side. LMU working the ball around, still trying to find something, and Brevard will eventually, again, just kick this one out, and LMU will have the throw in on the far sideline. 33-19 and counting left to go inside of this contest. Again, 2-1 LMU leads. Ball comes in. LMU gets a look that goes across the way, and it's going to be headed up and out of the way as it was a shot attempt that time by Lucas Coro. And that'll go to another corner kick here for LMU. Across the way, it looks like it's going to be Passos once again to put this one in the corner. Again, LMU's had quite a few corner kicks here this afternoon. Very dangerous plays here if you're a Brevard fan. That one's going to go into the box and eventually be pushed out. And LMU will gain control of it. Teams just right now kind of going back and forth, trying to gain possession one way or the other. And we've got a whistle. And there is a foul against Lincoln Memorial. Brevard will have the kick as we're now under 32 minutes later left to go. Not a bad free kick. It's going to get close to the box, and LMU heads that one out. And they'll try to work their way around. Brevard trying to play defense, does so. 3-on-3, and LMU's going to come away with it, maybe. And now Brevard does. But they are battling hard right now as the walls down there is just giving it his all. And now here LMU with a 4-on-4. Comes across way high and way to the right. So Coro tried that time, just could not put it in. And once again, there'll be a goal kick upcoming for Brevard. Less than 31 minutes here left to go. Inside of this one, in regulation at least, as Brevard will have the throw in. And still kind of taking their time over here with the throw in. Eventually comes in the Tornadoes trying to go across the field. And I believe that one's eventually going to ride out. No, it does not. Good save over on the far side as the sun starts to come through the window. And there was a foul against Lincoln Memorial, and I go back to Brevard. I mentioned the window. We're sitting here in a press box. The way we're facing from us is toward the west, and that sun has just popped out from a huge cloud. And as you can probably tell on the video, brightened up quite a bit over the LMU soccer complex. Brevard again will have the free kick under 30 minutes now left to go. We've already played 15 minutes here in the second half. Jockeying for position going on just outside of the box. This kick will go up. Barbanese punts it out, or pops it out. And Brevard trying to keep it on their side of the field, cannot do so. And here comes LMU. Far sideline, they're going to make a run. And it's going to be Brevard that's going to keep the ball. Battles for it, and they're going to get an LMU foul this time against Byrne And once again, right about close to where the last kick was is where Brevard's going to have a free kick. And you can see all the Tornadoes kind of retreating toward the box. They know this is going to be a great scoring opportunity for them. Still awaiting the free kick here. Again, a lot of jockeying for position down in the box. That kick was well short and was chested out by Lincoln Memorial. Trying to go up the far sideline. And coming back to the middle of the field this time. And it's going to be LMU trying to go up the field. This is Byrne on a 1v1. He's going to get control of it. Turns around. He's got a shot here. It's going to go toward the goalkeeper and is going to be caught. And that's going to be a save for Mascaro Jr. And now he'll have a chance to punt this one away. Punt is going to be high and right near the midfield stripe as LMU will head this one, but Brevard will take control. LMU still trying to work with it. Now they'll pick it up as we are now at 28 minutes left to go here inside of this contest. Again, neither team has scored here in the second half. Matter of fact, neither team has scored since the 33-minute mark of this contest. Brevard bringing the ball forward. And there's going to be a foul before Brevard can get to it. So it'll be LMU with possession at about the 1/4 mark of this field. Got to put the ball back. The referee or the official was not ready for play. And now we are back to going. LMU playing with fire here. They'll kick it back to Barbonitz. Barbonitz just does get it off and gets it out past the midfield stripe. Brevard with a good defensive header that time stopped LMU from a 2-on-1 advantage. Brevard plays this one up. They got the chances. They got the numbers here. And that one's going to be popped out. And it'll go to a corner kick. As that time it was Monceau that I thought had a really good shot at it, but just never got a good look at the goal. And now he'll take it into the bottom corner. And the Tornadoes will have a corner kick. Everybody retreats toward the box. Kick is up, and it's going to go long. And that'll go to a goal kick for Lincoln Memorial. 26 minutes now left to go inside of this contest. Again, 2-1. Neither team scoring here in the second half. Really, if you take a look at it, there's only been 4 shots taken here within the first 19 minutes, and all 4 of those were by Lincoln Memorial. Right now they have that 2-1 advantage. They're just going to have to start, I say milking the clock a little bit, but the same note of the fact of it is, I'll say this like I did in the women's game, is they cannot start playing complacent. They cannot take the foot off the throttle. They're going to have to eventually start attacking this Brevard defense again and going for the net. LMU trying to move it to the other side of the field, and they'll eventually move it back. And this is a dangerous play. Barbonitz will get a hold of it. He's way outside of the box. And now Brevard trying to get a handle on this one. Ball's over on the far side, and it'll be taken out, and it will be a Brevard throw-in. Brevard will have the throw-in over on the far side as the teams are trying to get a couple of substitutions into the game. The throw-in will be taken in LMU now with the run. Up the middle trying to spin, and now they'll come the other way. The substitution was for Brevard, and it was Gallowich coming in for Haddock. Here's a shot on the box. Good save that time by Mascaro Jr. And LMU will have a corner kick. So we'll have a corner kick because we are now under 24 minutes here left to go inside of this contest. Solomon's had a good look on that last one, just could not get it past the goalkeeper. And now here comes the corner kick. It's up, it's going to spin, and it's going to be outside, and LMU is going to get a hold of this one out of the box. Here comes a wind-up kick, and it's going to be blocked. Just a desperation play that time by Brevard's number 26, Pastrana. He just kind of put his body in front of everything that time and hopes for it. So now LMU will have the throw in. We're going to have some more substitutions here, as I believe it's Garrett Stone checking in for the Tornadoes. Actually, not Garrett Stone, it's Jesse Omizi. Omizi checks into the lineup for the Tornadoes. Here's the throw in. The kick is deep into the box. The header goes into the ground, and LMU still got possession of this just outside of the box. Bicycle kick just off to the right side as Leonardo da Silva tried to use the bicycle and just did miss off to the right. Here's Brevard. They'll have the goal kick with 22 and a half minutes left to go. Here comes LMU once again. They're going to bring the ball forward to the far side. And the ball is going to come forward, and Brevard tried to clear it, could not do so. Ball is still in the box. LMU and Brevard both fighting for it. LMU is going to get a hold of it, as it will be Solomon's. And ball is still going back and forth. Solomon's tried to get it in there, and it was Bogerman that had a good look at it. And we're going to come to the bottom corner, and LMU again is going to have a good corner kick. Corner kick upcoming here for Lincoln Memorial. Here comes the kick. And it's going to be kicked out. Here comes a shot on goal over the top, and that was taken by Silva of Lincoln Memorial. So once again, it's going to be a goal kick here for Brevard, and that's essentially been where the problem has started, as there's going to be a foul, as Ferreira is going to be assessed the foul, as he went up for it and in the process pushed the Rail Splitters down on the ground. That is also number 10. That is Coro for the Rail Splitters. And LMU will have possession on the free kick. Quickly into it, over to the far side. LMU trying to work the ball around again. A one-goal lead is not a safe lead, and Brevard will just kick it out, and it's going to go to Brevard on the throw-in. As I say, Lincoln Memorial touched it. Throw in, be taken by LMU. Kicked forward, and that's going to be kicked up into the box, 1v1, and eventually I believe Brevard's going to kick that out. And it is going to be a corner kick upcoming here for Lincoln Memorial. So Passos goes into the corner and sets up for this corner kick. Under 20 minutes now left to go here inside of regulation. Here's the corner kick. It curves, and a shot is headed just wide right that time by Nathaniel Johnson. So once again, LMU had a shot that time, just cannot find the back of the net, and Brevard will have a goal kick once again. There's the goal kick, and it's going to be missed, and Brevard's got to try to do something, and they'll finally bring it in to their side of the field on the offensive side here. Now they're going to work the ball. Comes Brevard to kick it up to the middle. Trying on a give and go, could not get it there. And there's going to be a foul against Lincoln Memorial. And Brevard will have a free kick over here on our side. 14 will have the kick, and that is Monceau. And I imagine we're going to see it aimed right toward the box. Monceau waiting for the whistle. Barbanite's in the goal. He's ready for it. And here's the kick. It's going to curve, and Barbanite's just jumps above everybody and takes it away out of the air. And now LMU trying to bring it back to the other side of the field. Brevard has got it, and they'll bring it to the backfield before they will reset. Ball comes forward, and LMU will try to clear that one. LMU brings it to the far side. Back to the middle of the field. That's a spot into the box. Header is going to be misread. And looks like Brevard is going to be the last one to touch it, and it's going to go back to the corner. So Brevard, or LMU once again will go to the corner. And they'll get ready for once again another corner kick. Passos just taps it in. And LMU trying to get a foul in the box, could not draw one. And they'll kick that one. That one may go all the way to the Business Education Building, as that was Silva just getting rid of it. LMU with 8 corner kicks so far in today's contest. 4 in the first half, 4 in the second. And that one's going to go out of play. Off a vehicle into the parking lot once again. And if balls keep going out over to the far sideline near the dugout like this, we're going to be in a stoppage pretty soon because we're going to run out of soccer balls. Clock is running and quickly trying to run out on Brevard as we're under 16 and a half minutes left to go. It's 2-1 in favor of Lincoln Memorial, trying to break a losing streak. Two teams battling near the midfield stripe. And Brevard thought they were going to get a hold of it that time. They did not. Ball is played over here to the near side. And eventually losing it is Lincoln Memorial, but battling for it is Bogerman. He'll pass it off over to the far side. LMU in business. They try to get it up into the box. It's headed and eventually taken out by Brevard. And now Brevard on a 1-on-2, and it looks like it's going to go just too far that time, is on the run was Omizi. He just got too far out in front of himself with the pass, and he lost it. But now we're going to have a foul. And Brevard fouled Lincoln Memorial, and now LMU will have possession, and they'll bring it over to the near side. Down into the deep corner, and Brevard is there quickly to apprehend it. And they'll eventually lose it out the side, and LMU will have a throw in. Getting very hard to see up here in the press box. Looks like Keegan Sanders will check into the lineup here for Lincoln Memorial. And it might be Betzer checking back in for Brevard. On the throw in, LMU kind of playing around, and a kick that goes a little errant, goes out of bounds, and Brevard will have a throw in from the side. Again, clock starting to work into LMU's favor here. As then I'll have a throw in on the near sideline once again. And there goes a kick to the side, and it'll be Brevard with a throw in. Again, right now, just kind of trading back and forth. And George Byrne takes one right to the face that time on an errant header by Brevard. Once again, Brevard will have the throw in. Again, the clock working to LMU's favor. We're under 14 minutes now left to go. And that's going to be a hole, but there's not one. And Brevard quickly trying to move up. They do not have the numbers. It's 4-on-2 in favor of Lincoln Memorial, and they're going to take this one away. Ball to the near side. And again, LMU patiently working their attack. They're going to move it back to Barbonese, and Barbonese is just going to punt it out of there. And here comes Brevard over the near sideline trying to work. And they're going to pull it back a little bit. Again, Brevard trailing by 1, trying to attack it to tie this contest up. LMU with the still in the box, and they will bring the ball out. Brevard tried to take it back, but unfortunately for them, they lost it out, and LMU will have the throw in on the far sideline. There's the throw in. LMU loses the handle, but they're going to battle for it. And eventually they'll get it out and deep into Brevard territory here. LMU gets control of it, and Brevard will just punt it out. And LMU will have a side throw in. And that's going to be a foul against Brevard's Van Camp. And LMU will have a free kick over here as we only have 12 minutes left to go inside of regulation. LMU has been the attacking team here in the second half. Neither team has scored. All 3 of these goals were in the first half. But LMU has really been the attacking team here inside of the second half and looking to add one more, maybe of a safety goal here late in this contest. That one goes across the way and is eventually kicked out and will go rolling out and will eventually go to a corner kick, because I thought LMU was the last ones to get a hold of that. Nonetheless, they will have the corner kick over here in the near corner. Again, LMU looking for a safety goal. They lead this one 2-1. Corner kick. Headed out of there by Brevard, and they will chase it down, but they will not get to it. As once again, here's LMU on the attack, and that is a shot by Solomons that is wide right. And once again, it'll be Brevard to have the goal kick. Again, trailing by 1 as we are now under 11 minutes left to go here at the LMU Soccer Complex. LMU trying to break a 3-game losing streak. Trying to break a 3-game losing streak, try to get a home victory before they go on the road for the next 2 games. Try to climb back into the South Atlantic Conference running at the middle of the pack and also make it 6 in a row over Brevard. Kick is out to midfield, and here's Brevard. They've got 3-on-4 disadvantage, and LMU will break it away. LMU still just working the ball around as we are now at the 10-minute mark left to go here in this contest. Up the middle. Here's a shot. And it's just far to the left. It just swings left that time as Yahweh just couldn't. Or Luwan, excuse me, Luwan. I keep mispronouncing his name and I apologize. Luwan just tried that one and just had too much curve into it. Another goal kick here for Brevard. feel like I've said that about 1,000,000 times here in the second half. And it's going to be an LMU foul, so it'll be Brevard. They'll have to take the ball back here on the back side of the midcourt stripe, or the midfield stripe, but they'll have possession. Over here on the near side. That'll go out the back, and we'll have a goal kick with 8.5 minutes here left to go. As we'll have a substitution for Brevard, it looks like Omizi will come back into the lineup. Barbanese will have the goal kick. And we're going to have a foul. Stoppage of the clock. We got a yellow card against Brevard's Winston Haddock.
Yellow card issued to Brevard's number 8, Winston Haddock.
With 8:05 left to go, LMU looking to pick up their second South Atlantic Conference victory of the season. Pass goes into the net, into the box, and eventually gets taken out of there, but LMU will have the throw in. LMU will eventually looking. Brevard takes that one away. A big scramble for the ball. Eventually there's a kick across the net and eventually kicked out the back, so we'll have a corner kick on the far top corner. Again, for LMU, this is working into their advantage. Again, they have the 2-1 lead at the moment, trying to get the 2-1 victory at the, for today. Passos once again will put it down on the corner as he'll get ready to kick this one for Lincoln Memorial. Short kick, and eventually LMU will take it out. Here comes a big kick into the box, headed, and eventually kept out. And there's going to be offsides as it was Nathaniel Johnson actually got in the way of the shot of the one that was headed. Another missed opportunity for Lincoln Memorial. We're under 7 minutes now left to go. Brevard has got to get more aggressive and get to the point where they are looking for at least a tie here. Tornadoes have it. Trying to get onto the attack. They're still not across midfield. LMU now has it. 2-on-1 disadvantage. Going forward. This is Villa. Turns. Kicks into the box. Punched out. That one goes off the back of the official. Now Brevard's got to regroup. And it's going to be kicked high into the air. It won't go far. And it's going to be fought for. And it just keeps bouncing on the ground. And eventually Brevard's going to get called for the foul, as that was Omizi. And LMU. Passo's just telling the group, hey, just back it up. We've got the lead. Let's see if we can just preserve this and milk it. Kicks it deep into the box, looking for a header. It goes over the net. And once again, another missed opportunity. But again, the clock working in LMU's favor. We're down below 5:20 now left to go inside of this game. LMU leading 2-1. And realistically, they've been the aggressor here this entire half. Pass goes forward, Brevard. They've got something here. Try to kick it forward, but had nobody running down that way, and LMU will kick it out. There's Brevard trying to be aggressive, kick it into the box, and there's LMU, just LMU. And here they come on the run. Try to get the ball forward, could not do so. Now LMU will take possession down the right side. And eventually being knocked out, and LMU will have the throw in over here on the near sideline. LMU trying to add that goal. And that one goes in on the kick by Passos, just curves it into the net over the goalie. And that is the safety goal that LMU may have needed for this contest. As with 4:18 left to go, they have now increased their lead to 3-1. Again, we talked about it all second half. I felt like LMU was the aggressor the entire half here so far. And that is probably the put-away goal, as now they are up by 2 with 4:18 to go. Brevard will kick this one. That is Passos' second goal of the season. Now Brevard down by 2 will really have to get aggressive. That would be a long kick. LMU just playing defense now. Ball's over on the far sideline. LMU with it. Working now Brevard. They've still got a player down at midfield. And eventually is going to have to get up and just play because the clock is running out. Ball into the box, taken away by LMU. And now they're just going to try to advance it out. Brevard moving the ball around. They've got the possession, looking for a spot in the box. LMU with a good sliding block, and they'll pop it out. It's 3-on-2, make it now 3-on-3. That'll come across the field to Sanders. Sanders goes into the box, and there's no one there except for the goalie, who jumps up and catches it. And now Brevard trying to work their way down the field, and it's going to be the goalkeeper, Barbanese, that comes out and kicks it. Back across. Less than 3 minutes to go now. Again, LMU just looking. They have the 2-goal lead. All they got to do right now is just run the clock. They're looking, though, to score another goal. And they're in the box there a little bit. Here comes the shot. Blocked. And that will eventually go out the back. And that'll be a corner kick as the shot was taken, I believe, by Silva. Clock will stop for a substitution, but there will be a corner kick in the top right corner. 2:24 left to go. LMU trying to break a losing streak and advance to 5-3-1 on the season, which will put them at 2-2-1 inside South Atlantic Conference play. Passos with the corner kick. It's up and blocked. Another attempt just goes wide. Both of those were taken by Bogerman. And now Brevard will come out away from there. Across the way, and LMU will eventually take the steal as we approach 2 minutes now left to go inside of this contest. And that's going to be a foul. And LMU is going to have a free kick just outside the box over on the far side. Clock still rolling, working in LMU's favor. Rail Splitters looking to complete the sweep today over Brevard. We're at 90 seconds and counting. Kick, punched out by the goalie. And LMU still with possession, still on the aggressive attack. Nice move over here on the near side. Inside the box, there's the shot, and it's punched out once again by the goalie, as that time on the kick was Johnson. As you can hear in the background, we have less than a minute left to go here inside of the LMU Soccer Complex, as there will be a corner kick down in the bottom right corner. .40 seconds and counting. LMU trying to get people in places. We're at 35 seconds and counting. Still have not had the corner kick. There's the whistle. We're at 30 seconds and counting. Here's the corner, and it hits the net and will go out the back for a goal kick. As the clock will work to LMU's favor, they will improve to 5-3-1 on the season, 2-2-1 in South Atlantic Conference play. Brevard will fall to 3-7-1, 1-4 in South Atlantic Conference play. Most importantly for LMU, they break that 3-game losing streak as they get ready to go to Carson-Newman, which will be a big battle for the South Atlantic Conference standings, right in the middle of the standings. And as the final buzzer goes off, our final score here, LMU completes the sweep today over Brevard as the men's team takes down the Tornadoes by the final score of 3-1. Folks, stay with us. We got our Old Town Grill postgame report. We'll go over postgame statistics and talk to head coach Helio Deanna, as well as a player of the game. Back after this on the LMU Sports Network.
At Citizens Bank, we're different from everyone else. We've proudly served business communities of Northeast Tennessee since 1912 and have security you can count on. We offer the convenience of internet banking, excellent loan services on various types of loans, cash management, and small business banking at all of our convenient locations in Harrogate, Tazewell, New Tazewell, Bean Station, and Morristown. Visit our website to find out more at citizensbanktn.com. Citizens Bank, no more banking as usual.
Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
The Lady Rail Splitters.
When you're traveling throughout the Tri-States, stay smart at Holiday Inn Express of Middlesboro. With nearly 60 rooms to choose from, fitness center, full complimentary hot breakfast bar, and seasonal pool, Holiday Inn Express of Middlesboro is all about catering to your travel needs. Our rooms are all equipped with flat screen TV, refrigerator, microwave, and we're conveniently located just seconds from the area's attractions. When you're on the road, stay smart at Holiday Inn Express, located on the Cumberland Gap Parkway, Middlesboro. Make reservations today by calling 606-248-6860. Whether traveling for business or pleasure, Sleep Inn and Suites of Middlesboro, Kentucky invites you to dream better here. Located at the foothills of the Cumberland Gap, Sleep Inn and Suites offers luxurious rooms equipped with microwave fridge combo, desk, ergonomic chair, wireless internet, and 32-inch flat-screen TV. While staying with us, visit our fitness center, wake up to our complimentary hot breakfast bar, or have a bedtime snack with our fresh-baked cookies. Sleep Inn and Suites, located off Highway 25E, Middlesboro.
No matter whether it's breakfast, lunch, or dinner, Subway of Harrogate and Middlesboro has your fresh interests at heart. On your way to work, try one of our mouth-watering breakfast sandwich or flatbread omelets. If it's lunch or dinner time, choose from our wide selection of classic, select, or premium sandwiches, all made to your order. If you're serving a crowd, Subway has sandwich platters, giant subs, box lunches, and even cookie platters. Whether it's dine in or carry out, you can eat healthy and eat fresh at Subway. Subway, 362 Catawba Avenue in Harrogate and on the corner of the Village Square Mall, Middlesboro.
The tri-state area's best-kept secret when it comes to piping hot fast food is World of Wings.
Wow!
Located in the LMU Campus Center, World of Wings has everything from starters such as mozzarella sticks, cheese fries, fried mushrooms, fried pickles, and a variety of salads. Try one of our quesadillas, an order of our tasty hot wings, mouth-watering chicken tenders, or one of a variety of wraps, burgers, or chicken sandwiches. Treat your taste buds to World of Wings.
Wow!
World of Wings, open daily and located in the Lincoln Memorial University Campus Center, Harrogate. At Citizens Bank, we're different from everyone else. We've proudly served business communities of Northeast Tennessee since 1912 and have security you can count on. We offer the convenience of internet banking, excellent loan services on various types of loans, cash management, and small business banking at all of our convenient locations in Harrogate, Tazewell, New Tazewell, Bean Station, and Morristown. Visit our website to find out more at citizensbanktn.com. Citizens Bank, no more banking as usual.
Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Again, it's a final here at the LMU Sports Complex today as the Rail Splitters defeat Brevard College here in men's action by the final score of 3-1. Take a look at some of the team stats here before we are still waiting for the player and the coach to come over here for the interview. Shots for today for Lincoln Memorial, 32-7 is what their advantage was over Brevard. They had 13 of those shots on goal compared to 2 for Brevard. 10 saves for Brevard's goalkeepers. I use that as plural because they used 2 of them tonight. 1 for Lincoln Memorial. Each team had 1 yellow card. It was Leonardo da Silva was getting the scoring going in the 12th minute on an assist by George Burns. It was his 6th goal of the season. The second goal was actually a penalty kick by the goalkeeper, Marcel Barbanitz, after the red card. That happened at the 22:49 mark. Brevard got on the board with 33:16 on the clock on a header by Winston Haddock on the assist of Sergi Monso. And then in the 85th minute, Yuri Passos got his 2nd goal of the season, put in from the upper corner from 40 yards out at the 85-43 mark. And that's how LMU gets to their win here today by the final score of 3-1. Again, for LMU, they'll improve to 5-3-1 on the season, 2-2-1 in the South Atlantic Conference. For Brevard, they fall to 3-7-1, 1-4 in South Atlantic Conference play. We're going to take another timeout. When we come back, we'll do our post-game wrap-up here with the Old Town Grill interviews. That's up next as you continue to watch the LMU Sports Network.
It's the Old Town Grill.
The Old Town Grill is a special place where you bring more than family, more than friends. Bring a hearty appetite, because at the Old Town Grill, you'll never walk away hungry. A delicious change from the ordinary. The perfect place to bring the entire family. The best food and plenty of it. Join the fun and treat your appetite to something special.
It's the OTG.
The OTG is the place to be.
When you're traveling throughout the Tri-States, stay smart at Holiday Inn Express of Middlesboro. With nearly 60 rooms to choose from, fitness center, full complimentary hot breakfast bar, and seasonal pool, Holiday Inn Express of Middlesboro is all about catering to your travel needs. Our rooms are all equipped with flat screen TV, refrigerator, microwave, and we're conveniently located just seconds from the area's attractions. When you're on the road, stay smart at Holiday Inn Express, located on the Cumberland Gap Parkway, Middlesboro. Make reservations today by calling 606-248-6860. Whether traveling for business or pleasure, Sleep Inn and Suites of Middlesboro, Kentucky invites you to dream better here. Located at the foothills of the Cumberland Gap, Sleep Inn and Suites offers luxurious rooms equipped with microwave fridge combo, desk, ergonomic chair, wireless internet, and 32-inch flat-screen TV. While staying with us, visit our fitness center, wake up to our complimentary hot breakfast bar, or have a bedtime snack with our fresh-baked cookies. Sleep Inn and Suites, located off Highway 25E, Middlesboro.
No matter whether it's breakfast, lunch, or dinner, Subway of Harrogate and Middlesboro has your fresh interests at heart. On your way to work, try one of our mouth-watering breakfast sandwich or flatbread omelets. If it's lunch or dinner time, choose from our wide selection of classic, select, or premium sandwiches, all made to your order. If you're serving a crowd, Subway has sandwich platters, giant subs, box lunches, and even cookie platters. Whether it's dine in or carry out, you can eat healthy and eat fresh at Subway. Subway, 362 Catawba Avenue in Harrogate, and on the corner of the Village Square Mall, Middlesboro.
At Farm Bureau Insurance, you can manage your auto, home, and life policies any way you want. If you like the internet, get a quote and file claims online at FBITN.com. If you like to take care of your business over the phone, give us a call. If you like to email, send us a message, and we'll take care of you that way. But if you like an old-fashioned smile and handshake at the door, come down to the local office.
The tri-state area's best-kept secret when it comes to piping hot fast food is World of Wings.
Wow!
Located in the LMU Campus Center, World of Wings has everything from starters such as mozzarella sticks, cheese fries, fried mushrooms, fried pickles, and a variety of salads. Try one of our quesadillas, an order of our tasty hot wings, mouth-watering chicken tenders, or one of a variety of wraps, burgers, or chicken sandwiches. Treat your taste buds to World of Wings.
Wow!
World of Wings open daily and located in the Lincoln Memorial University Campus Center, Harrogate. At Citizens Bank, we're different from everyone else. We've proudly served business communities of Northeast Tennessee since 1912 and have security you can count on. We offer the convenience of internet banking, excellent loan services on various types of loans, cash management, and small business banking at all of our convenient locations in Harrogate, Tazewell, New Tazewell, Bean Station, and Morristown. Visit our website to find out more at citizensbanktn.com. Citizens Bank, no more banking as usual.
Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Welcome back to our Old Town Grill postgame report. Here again, the Rail Splitters defeat Brevard College today 3-1. Here with our player of the game, Marcel Barber. He's the goalkeeper. First off, you allow one goal to Brevard, but it was a very good team effort today on the 3-1 victory.
Yeah, it was a good effort. We knew we have to work hard today. We started out well. I wish we would have kept going a little harder, after the second goal we scored, but I think we did overall a good job.
I have to talk about that goal. It's not every day the goalkeeper actually gets to put one in the net. How was that feeling?
Well, it felt good. I mean, the first two we missed, so I wanted to step up, take some responsibility, and I'm pretty confident about that. Worked out, so looking forward for the next one.
Talk about the aggressive gameplay. It seemed like you were talking about in the first half. This team really came out, it seemed like on fire, really pushing the ball very hard.
Yeah, I mean, we haven't won 4 games in a row now, and I think many of the guys that got in their head, like they wanted to win today big time. They knew Brevard is a good chance for us to win. And I think we did good. After the second goal, like I said, I think we could have worked a little bit more. But overall, I think that win just helped us for the next game.
How important was it to break that losing streak here at home, knowing you got your next 2 on the road?
Oh, it's important, I think, especially because we go to Carson Newman. Carson Newman is one of the top teams in the conference, especially because they are our rivals, so I'm sure that's going to be a big-time game, and everyone knows that.
All right, good job today, Morris.
Thank you.
Marcel Barbanitz was our player of the game. Let's bring in Coach L over here. Big 3-1 victory again. Coach, this is twice we got to talk to you today after a big victory. Again, like we talked with him, aggressive play it seemed to be. Talk about your team's performance today.
It was great. I mean, even before the red card, we had already won the game, so to speak, from the standpoint of how we were playing. I got to tip my head off because this is a team that took a red card and never quit and worked their butts off and made a game out of it for a long time. But the truth is we needed a win. I don't care if it was half nothing. But once again, 32 shots, our average is every 10 shots is a goal. So I guess we got to score 50 or take 50 shots every game from here on out. We'll do what it takes.
What was the difference between the team today than in the past couple of games?
I'll be honest with you. We've been playing well the whole year long. I don't think it was a fact that we were doing anything different. But today it was the fact that we actually score more goals than the opponent. So far, that has been the difference. It shouldn't be so because when you're creating more, when you're out possessing, when you're out playing, you should win comfortably every game. But soccer goes sometimes like that.
Again, we talked about after the ladies' game how it was a patient attack to find the attacking spots. I feel like it was the same way again today for the men. The men, however, like we were talking about with Barbanitz, really came out and really started the attack and really set the tempo early on.
Yeah, and almost I prefer that he didn't give the red card to the keeper because that kind of threw us off rhythm, and it basically allowed them to be a little kamikaze as far as the way they approached the game. But I thought that throughout the match we actually were balanced, never taking too many chances and never quitting playing offense.
All right, you finally break the losing streak. You get another big South Atlantic Conference victory. You go on the road to Carson Newman Wednesday evening. Talk about your team, what they've got to do in the next couple of days to get even better, knowing Carson Newman's one of the big rivals.
Yeah, it'll be a war. I think we got our defense set. We got our possessing game set. It's about finishing, and it's never really, today a keeper scored a goal. I don't care, it's never really the forward's fault. It's all of us, all of us got to be prepared. There were an opportunity of a center back trying to score, an opportunity for a defensive mid that today did score. So it doesn't matter who that is. You get one chance, you got to have quality to put it in.
All right, Coach, congratulations on the big doubleheader victory today. We're rooting for you Wednesday to take down Carson Newman.
Thank you so much.
head coach, Coach L here. That's going to do it here from the LMU Soccer Complex today, where the Rail Splitters and Lady Rail Splitters sweep Brevard. The Lady Rail Splitters take down Brevard 2-0 in the early game, and it was the Rail Splitters in the nightcap here winning over Brevard 3-1. Our executive producer for the LMU Sports Network has been Tony Spinoza. This has been a production of the LMU Sports Network in association with Sigmund Communications. I'm Adam Haley signing off here from the LMU Sports Complex. We'll see you Tuesday night for volleyball action back on the LMU Sports Network with Rusty Peaks and Mike Smith when the Lady Rail Splitter volleyball team takes on Carson Newman University in a big rivalry matchup. Until Tuesday evening, so long, everyone.